2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the New York Knicks in New York. For New York, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And you love the build-up to a new season. Lots of anticipation. Shaq, what are you looking for?
There were some VIMs this offseason.
Very interesting moves.
Oh, you like that? Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. And you got to understand, that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of power.
Wow. Last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if the trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up to tip as we go courtside.
Always a ton of style coming through the tunnel in New York City. The Knicks confident and composed as they get set to take their home court. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. And a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the 4th member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Guys, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for his play calling. Ron James said he has so many different wrinkles. You've got to keep your head on a swivel. He'll run something you've never seen before. But Stevens said, honest to God, I've stolen everything we've ever done from somebody else. Kevin?
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, D.A. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Knicks, Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Smith in at the point guard.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Here's Knox. Smith trying to break loose, and the basket by Knox.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Walker with it. Dishes to Brown. For 3, Hayward. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall surveying the D. Smith finds Randall. Over Walker. That's good from Randall on the assist by Smith.
And no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
To the middle, here's Robinson, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, GA, I mean, great look. High percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
And that one falls for Robinson. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking, they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
Here's Gibson. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Oh, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks out front, up 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Ojale, and it's Williams at the pivot spot manning the middle. Shots good by Williams.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. No need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
Here's Smith. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Smart. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Ojale. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smart. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a three-point game. New York, no good that time either. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Williams. The 3 bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Ooh, he's been improving each year he's been in the league. I love Kemba Walker's game.
Now here is Smith. From deep. He can't get it to go.
I love the way Walker plays defense. He gets right in the grill of his man.
It's a tie game in New York. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Scoring in the paint, that's an area where they can improve. With the defense sagging in, they settle for a lot of jump shots in the first half. Coming out of the break, I think it'll be better running off pick and roll, hitting cutters, moving toward the hoop, that old Boston Celtics style basketball.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
They were simply the better team on the offensive end. every time the defense made an adjustment, they would make an adjustment on offense. Winning that little cat and mouse game, they'll be difficult to beat.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The young... Oh! Come on. Did you see that? Did you see that? That's amazing, the creativity, and you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
And after an incredible rookie season, Jason Tatum back to earth just a bit, Chris, in year 2.
Oh, yeah, and all that talent. Tatum getting to the line 6 times a game. That's how you put pressure on the defense.
Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season we thought the Knicks' cornerstone player was Kristaps Porzingis. But the player and the team fell out of love with each other, and the Knicks traded him to Dallas. The draft picks and cap space freed them up for a wild summer, led by the drafting of rookie R.J. Barrett in the draft. Now New York has one of the more drastically revamped rosters in the league. Kevin, there's a lot to be excited about going forward in the Big Apple.
Big moves indeed, David. Thank you. And the pass to Walker. Now Cantor. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Walker. From deep. Rebounded by Knox. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
I love how hard Smith goes to the rim. Just remarkable at driving to the rack and taking the contact.
Free throw good, Smith.
Yeah, and the Celtics had their issues last season, Kevin, but in the end, they lost to a super team. I mean, the East has just gotten better, led by Toronto and the Bucks. That's a big challenge for Boston.
Trier, he's checked in for Robinson, and then for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Langford comes in for Gordon Hayward, and Smart subbed in for Walker.
And it's the combination of athleticism, speed, and intelligence Smith Jr. has that's so impressive. Just a dynamic point guard with loads of potential.
Down low, here's Tice, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Randall. Rebound, Boston. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Langford, the pass to Tatum. And here is Brown. From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Boston Celtics, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Now, as we add stops and add scores, don't let the little things get us off kilter, okay? Play with poise. Let's go.
Well, he's clearly, Greg, trying to keep his team on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, really challenging his guys right now, encouraging them to just stay focused on the task at hand.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Boston. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Smart is out there with Langford. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. Puts it up from 12. Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for New York. Pass to Trier. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Randall no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Passes to Trier. Back to Randall. And it's blocked. Here's the break. Here's Langford, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Langford's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Great in transition. Langford makes himself available, and boy, he knows how to finish.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Dennis Smith in for Alonzo Trier. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Hayward, left side. Puts up a 3, drills the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Boston lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we